Ever wondered how words can help solve crimes? How a single phrase, a letter, or a confession could hold the key to truth or deception?
That's where forensic linguistics comes in. It's the science of analysing language to uncover hidden clues in criminal and civil cases, past and present.
I'm Dr. Nikki MacLeod, Deputy Director of the Aston Institute for Forensic Linguistics.
And I'm Tim Grant, Nikki's colleague and Professor of Forensic Linguistics at Aston University. We're all about improving the delivery of justice through the analysis of language. But what is forensic linguistics?
Forensic linguistics is a branch of applied linguistics, where knowledge about language is used in legal and forensic contexts. And trust us, it plays a much bigger role than you might think.
On this podcast, we're going to look at investigations, but forensic linguistics is more broad than that. For example, you've probably never read your mobile phone contract. And honestly, why would you? It's dense, it's confusing, and definitely not written for you.
Exactly. Even though you've signed it and are legally bound by its terms, that document wasn't designed for everyday people. It was written by lawyers for lawyers in case of a dispute.
But is that fair? Should we be agreeing to things we can barely understand?
And legal language goes beyond contracts. At some point, most of us will encounter the legal system, hopefully not as a suspect, but maybe as a witness, a juror, or even just someone calling 999.
And for people who are vulnerable, these linguistic encounters can be even more confusing, even dangerous. Understanding how language works can help break down these barriers.
And sometimes, language itself becomes the key to a case. And that's what this podcast is all about. Questions like, who wrote this text? What does this phrase actually mean in this context? Was this confession really voluntary?
These are the kind of questions forensic linguists help answer, whether it's for police investigations, court trials, or civil disputes.
In our podcast, Righting Wrongs, we'll analyse real-life cases where language made all the difference, sometimes solving crimes, sometimes addressing injustices. We'll be interviewing some of the top names in the field whose expertise was used on some famous contemporary cases.
Our first episodes launch on March the 7th, 2025. This marks 75 years since the execution by hanging of Timothy Evans. He was convicted on the basis of a set of highly questionable confessions in the infamous 10 Rillington Place murders.
We'll be breaking down the authorship of his statements and speaking with best-selling author Kate Summerscale about her latest book, The Peep Show, The Murders at 10 Rillington Place.
So, if you love true crime, forensic science, and uncovering the truth through language analysis, hit subscribe now wherever you get your podcasts.
And if you have questions or cases you'd love us to explore, email us at writingwrongs@aston.ac.uk.
Righting Wrongs. Every sentence tells a story, every word leaves a trace. Coming soon to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and wherever you listen on the 7th of March 2025. Don't miss it.